Hi everybody, my name is Paula and I'd like to welcome you to my Real Polish Fanatic little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me. I do appreciate you being here. So excited for today. Today is a gifted PR video from Apocalypse Polish. I am going to be showing you their fall collection, Shaun of the Deadland. This will be coming out on September 19th. I'm so excited. I have not looked at the polishes yet. I did read through the descriptions of the colors just to have an idea, and it sounds like a really fun one. We're gonna have some thermals, we're gonna have a magnetic, we're gonna have glow in the darks, we're gonna have a glitter bomb or two. We are going to have just so much fun today opening up this package, unboxing it with you, and showing them off in swatches, and I will also put them on my nails so we can see them that way also. So excited. So if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of Apocalypse Polish, have been since my very first order from their very first collection, and I'm not going to go into a lot because this is going to be a super long video. I'll warn you right now, get yourself comfortable, get something to drink, get you a snack, because it's going to be a long one. But a couple of things just really quickly. What I love about them, they give a portion of their net proceeds from every single sale, every single day, to charity. Love that. You can read all about that on their website under frequently asked questions and then charitable giving. So you can do that. And something else that they do that I think is fun that we will be able to see in this collection here is every time they have a new release, if you buy the full collection bundle, they include what they call a special guest shade. And what that is a preview of what's to come. So it'll be a preview of what their next collection will be. So in their last collection, which was the Last of Them collection, if you bought the whole bundle, you would have gotten a special guest shade called Romero Romero, Wherefore art thou Romero? And I have that. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that because this was a preview of what was to come in this collection that I'm gonna be showing you today. So if you don't buy the whole collection, you can still have an opportunity to get the special guest shade. Around the time that the next collection comes out, they will sell them individually also. This one is up on their website right now, I do believe, for sale for $13.50. So I think that's really, really fun. So what I'm gonna have here today is Shaun of the Deadland. I'm gonna read you what they say about it, and then we will unbox this and take a look at it. So Shaun of the Deadland, for their fall collection, they were inspired by classic zombie content with emphasis on George A. Romero's original movies and lasting influence. Romero is attributed with being the father of the modern zombie that we know and love, and they hope they have honored his work with their Zombie-fied lineup. They're splitting it into two halves. The dawn half that takes place primarily during the day, and the night half, which takes place primarily at night. They will have a dawn bundle and a night bundle in addition to the full collection listing. In addition to Romero's originals and remakes, they also have a few modern classics, some satirical zombie content, and a handful of favorites that might be new to you. They tried to capture all the different types of zombies out there with an emphasis on classics and uniqueness, while leaving space for future zombie shades, of course. The name of the collection is a mashup of the following movie names that inspired them the most. Shaun of the Dead, which was Shaun of the, then the movie Dawn of the Dead, where they got the word dead, and Zombieland, where they got the word land, creating Shaun of the Deadland. Terrible, they know, and yet here we are. Enjoy. So this is going to be so much fun. 10 polishes, 5 will be considered the night half, and 5 will be considered the day half. And we'll go over all pricings, we'll go over bundle pricings, all that good stuff, but there will be bundles. So they are going to have 3 cuticle oils in with this collection. I don't think I'll have those to show you. I don't think that they sent those to me, but I'm really, really excited to get some of these because I have a lot of Apocalypse Polish cuticle oils, and they are always spot on for what they say they will smell like. There was a waffle one, smelled exactly like waffles, made me hungry for waffles for weeks afterwards. They had a strawberry one that smelled just like strawberries. So the names of the cuticle oils that will be coming in, or that will be available when this collection launches, one is A Different Kind of Hunger Games, one is Plants versus Zombies, and the last cuticle oil is the one I'm most curious about. It is called I Can't Believe It's Not Brains. I've got to smell that. I don't have any scent descriptions or anything. I just have the names of them. And the way that their cuticle oils have worked in the past, smelling exactly like they're named, I can't believe it's not brains. What is that going to smell like? I've got to know. But anyway, we'll go over all that information, prices, all that good stuff later on in this video. So you can find Apocalypse Polish at apocalypsepolish.com, and they have a Facebook fan group that I would suggest joining if you are not already in that group. It's called Apocalypse Polish Appreciators. Sometimes we'll get special sneak peeks, sometimes we'll get coupons, sometimes there might be a giveaway. And they also are, of course, on Instagram under Apocalypse Polish. I will link all three of those things in the description of this video, so they will be easy for you to find. And I also have a referral link if you are brand new to Apocalypse Polish. If you do not have an account, it's only good if you don't already have an account set up at apocalypsepolish.com. If you do not have an account, I have a referral link in the description of this video. If you click through that link and sign up for an account, you will get a coupon off your purchase. It's awesome. I also do get a small benefit if you do that. So it's in the description box of this video also. So this collection will be launching September 19th. Usually their collections launch at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know for sure if that will be the correct time or not, but another thing I love about Apocalypse Polish, no FOMO. You don't have to be there at 6 p.m. on launch day, and if I have that time wrong, and you're not gonna miss out. It is no FOMO. So you can go the next day, you can go the next week, a couple weeks from then, anytime the polishes will be available. Their plan is to have all of their polishes permanent as long as they can continue getting the ingredients they need to make them. The only caveats to that would be charity polishes and special collab polishes that they do. Sometimes those are limited in time frame. So the only thing that you might miss out on by waiting to order would be bundle pricing, and even then you've got 2 weeks to order. But any bundle prices that go along with new releases usually have a 2-week window. So within that 2 weeks, they have bundle pricing, and that's also when you can get the special guest shade for the next collection and things like that. So if you wait too long, you might miss out on bundle pricing, but the polishes will always be there, so no hurry on that. But Shaun of the Deadland, September 19th, 2025. I am so excited to get into this box. I'm always excited for Apocalypse Polish, but this should be a good one. This should be really fun. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around, and we are going to jump into this collection. All right, Shaun of the Deadland, Apocalypse Polish's fall collection. So excited to get into this box. Let's see what we have. All right, let's see. I don't have enough room to leave that up there, so I'm just gonna pull these out, set them up here for us. I'm gonna kind of hide the special guest shade, which will be a preview of their next collection, in case you wanna be surprised by that. I will put that at the end, so I don't spoil anybody's surprise. So we got 10 polishes here, and then the special guest shade. So let's see what we got. I will go over all the official descriptions, everything, when we swatch these. So first up, we have this pretty pink. This one is called You've Got Red on You. This is a thermal. Looks like it has a little bit of shimmer in there. Well, like I said, we'll go over official descriptions when I swatch them. So up next, oh my gosh, this looks beautiful. This is like, looks kind of like a frosty pink, and then like this blue shimmer and some holographic and red glitter. This one's called Double Tap. This is a glow in the dark. That'll be fun. That looks beautiful. Love that. And then we have this one. This looks like a beautiful multi-chrome. This one's called 28 Shades Later. So pretty. The descriptions I'm going to read you have a little bit of like their inspiration and what they were kind of thinking about and, you know, making the polish around. So that'll be really fun to read through those with you. And then we have this one. This also looks so pretty. This looks kind of like a peachy brown almost. And again, I think this has got maybe holographic glitter and I don't know, I'm seeing like pinks and reds. I'm seeing lots of colors, so I'm thinking maybe it's holographic glitter in there. Gorgeous. This one is called Fred. If you're real, you better tell me right now. This looks beautiful. Gorgeous. And then we have, oh my gosh, this one also, they just get better and better. Look at all those colors. I think that's glitter. I don't think those are flakes. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. That is so pretty. I'm such a fan of Apocalypse Polish anyway. Oh, this is the namesake of the collection, Shaun of the Deadland. That is beautiful. Let's see. Look at that blurry shot there. All those different colors. So good. And I will separate these out into the night portion and the day portion, and we'll swatch them up that way. And then look at this one too. So this looks kind of like a pinky red almost, and then some maybe red flakes or some black flakes in there. And again, I think I'm seeing little twinkles of holographic. This looks like zombie guts. This one is called No Strain, No Gain. So pretty. And up next we have, look at this one. This looks like a silver with some like pinky purple shimmer. Maybe some holographic in there too. Oh, this is a magnetic. This is called Train to Busan. Let's see. Oh, so that deepens up that background to a beautiful purple. And then the magnet line looks to be silver. It might be holographic even. I think I remember reading that it is holographic, but also silver. I don't know if you are familiar, but sometimes holographic magnetic pigments will kind of die where they're not holographic anymore. So from what I remember reading, and we'll read it again when we get to this one, they also added just some silver magnetic in there also, so that even if the holo happens to die, it would still be silver. That's so pretty. This is going to be pretty in the velvet effect, I bet. So nice. Up next, oh my gosh, this is another beautiful one. So this looks to be a brown base, and then like blues and greens glitter. Very sparkly glitter. Give you another blurry shot there so you can see. That's pretty. This one is called Dawn of the Dead. That looks very, very fun. And up next, ooh, look at this one. So this is like a peachy color, and it looks like it has kind of gold or green shimmer, and then like peach, pink, green, look like circle glitters. Very, very fun. This one is called Night of the Living Dead. Oh, this is a thermal and a glow in the dark. Well, that'll be fun. We will get hot and cold water out so we can play with the thermals. I have a black light so we can show off the glow in the darks. And the last polish in this 10-piece collection is another gorgeous one. This also looks to be kind of like a blackish brown almost, and then I'm again seeing holographic flakes in there. This one's called The Walking Bread. Looks like some shifting shimmer. I think I'm seeing like greens and golds maybe, or copper. Gorgeous. All right, then I do have the special guest shade. I'm gonna save this. I'm not gonna unpackage this one until the end when I'm gonna swatch it. That way, if anybody wants to be surprised by it, because I don't think they usually spoil what color it is during the initial launch window. So if you want to be surprised, I'm going to unpackage that and swatch it at the very end of all my swatches. That way, I won't ruin anybody's surprise. So I've got 10 polishes here. I'm going to separate them up into Dawn of the Zombie and Night of the Zombie. And then I'm going to do up swatch wheels. I'm going to put them on my nails, and then I will be back and we are going to talk about all these beautiful polishes and take a look at them up close and personal. All right, everybody, I am back. I got them swatched on a swatch wheel. I have them swatched over black. I have them on my nails. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with last collection's special guest shade, because this is up for individual sale now, and this came with the Last of Them collection. If you bought that whole collection back in, I think that came out in July. If you bought the whole collection, you would have gotten this as a free gift, but it is up for sale right now individually for $13.50. It's called Romero Romero, Wherefore Art Thou Romero? And this was the special guest shade, like I said, that was included in the Last of Them collection, and it was a sneak peek of what was to come in their next collection. So that's the collection we're looking at today. So I just wanted to give you a reminder of this. I did show this back when I did the Last of Them video, but just to give you a little reminder of what that one looks like. So this one was described as a rusty brown shade that unearths green shimmer, and as it rises from the grave, it is dusty with multichrome holographic glitter that shifts from brown to red to green. This grungy, zombie-inspired shade was a preview of this collection, the Shaun of the Deadland collection, which will be full of George A. Romero-inspired zombie-fied delights. So this one is available right now for individual purchase. Like I said, $13.50. And I have that one here on a swatch wheel in one coat. This is 2 coats and 3 coats with a matte top coat. It's very pretty. Like they say, it's sort of a rusty brown. And then it has that multi-chrome holographic glitter or shimmer that shifts from brown to red to green. And I will go in and put on a 3rd coat here. So here is that one. Again, this was the special guest shade from last time, which was a preview of this collection I'm going to be showing you today. I just wanted to give you a refresher of it. So this one is Romero Romero, Wherefore Art Thou Romero, in 1 coat, 3 coats, and 3 coats matte. Just a really pretty, rusty kind of brown. Here it is in 1 coat. This is 3 coats and 3 coats matte. All right, so let's get into Shaun of the Deadland collection. So excited for this. Apocalypse Polish's fall collection, inspired by classic zombie content with an emphasis on George A. Romero's original movies and lasting influence. So up first, we are going to look at the first 5 polishes are considered the dawn of the zombies, and the dawn half takes place primarily during the day. So we have this one here. It's gorgeous, gorgeous brown with these kind of blue and green glitter. This one's called Dawn of the Dead. So what Apocalypse Polish says about this: inspired by the 2004 remake of the Romero classic, this brown jelly twinkles with blue holographic flakes. This takes its influence from the OG zombie bite that spreads brown blue through you until you are deceased and turn into the undead. Romero-style zombies also tend to be brown, blue, green in tone, and we were inspired by that here. Also, this movie takes place at a mall, which is kind of fun. So here it is in the bottle. I have that one here on me in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. Formula was great. I did not record myself applying these to my nails tonight because I was just making a mess. I was a little bit shaky and it was just really messy. So, and I kept dinging them because I just have tight quarters here when I'm trying to record on camera. So you won't be seeing them applied to my natural nail, but this is what it looks like in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. It's a little bit darker than that. Let me see if having a black here might help. There, that looks very color accurate right there. So this is 3 coats with a glossy top coat. And I have that one here on the swatch wheel. I have it here in 1 coat. This is 2 coats, and this is 3 coats with a matte top coat. For all of my swatches on my hands, on the swatch wheels, if they have it, I used, well, on my nails, I used the Apocalypse Polish base coat first, which is called Begin Again Base Coat. This was gifted to me a little while ago. So I had that on first, and then I put the color on, and then if I just use the top coat, I used the Apocalypse Polish top coat, which is called End of the World top coat. Very nice, quick drying top coat. Has that same wide, well, I'll show you the brush here when we do one of our swatches, but it has a nice wide paddle brush. And then for some of them, I also used a glitter smoother, and that's also from Apocalypse Polish. This one's called Containment Facility. It's a glitter smoothing top coat. And if you're not really familiar with glitter smoothing top coats, what they are, they're usually a little bit thicker than a regular top coat, as you can see there by that bubble moving very slowly. They're just a little bit thicker, and what they do when you have a glitter polish, I use that on this one here, it just fills in all the nooks and crannies that the glitter leaves behind, and then you just use a regular quick dry top coat on top, a glossy one, and then you will get a perfectly smooth manicure. So you can get all 3 of those things at Apocalypse Polish, base coat, top coat, and the glitter grabber. And like I said, those were all gifted to me a while ago. I've been using them for quite a while. But here we have Dawn of the Dead in 1 coat. This is 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Kind of loving that with that matte top coat. Look at that. Very, very fun. Love those little flakes, little holographic blue and green flakes. We are going to go in and put on a third coat here on the swatch wheel. So this is a jelly formula. So I think you will need 3 coats on your nails. I think it looks good in 3 coats. I think maybe you could still see if I had a bright light, like if I was outside, you could maybe still see your nail line through it. But I'm happy with it in 3 coats. If you really hate visible nail line, you may want to use a blurring base first, just because of it is that jelly formula. So just to let you know that. So here we have Dawn of the Dead, 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. I'm loving the brown with that blue and green sparkle coming through. Love it with the matte top coat. Love it there. It's wet, so I'm gonna say it's glossy, even though I haven't put a glossy top coat on it yet, but it looks glossy because it's still wet. So I love it both those ways. So here we have the first one, and again, these are Dawn of the Zombies. And this one is Dawn of the Dead. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. There, that's better. Dawn of the Dead, 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Very, very nice. And that one on me is right here in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. And that one over black just takes away all that brown base and just leaves those holographic kind of blue-green flakes behind. So here's that. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next from the Dawn of the Zombie portion of this collection, look at this. This one is called Fred, If You're Real, You Better Tell Me Right Now. And what Apocalypse Polish says about this one: this orange, pink, brown glitter bomb is inspired by our favorite line in the movie I Am Legend. Orange, brown, and pink glitters are mixed with large particle orange, yellow, pink shimmer. It's a beauty, and it's Annie's personal favorite of the collection lineup. In the movie, Will Smith makes friends with a mannequin who he names Fred. Fred wears an orange hoodie and helps Will Smith's character maintain his humanity. One day, Fred is not where he's supposed to be, and Will Smith demands that if he is real, he better say so. It should be noted that this is the only zombie content in our lineup that is questionable, because although they eat each other, the zombies in the movie and short story have been often considered to be vampires because they cannot tolerate sunlight. This is so pretty. Here's that one on me in 2 coats. I just did this one in 2 coats with a glossy top coat, and I did not use the glitter grabber. I think it's very smooth. I probably should have used the glitter grabber. To me, it's like 98% smooth, and I'm okay with that. But a glitter grabber would get that perfectly smooth, and then a glossy top coat, but I just used 2 coats of the polish with the glossy top coat. So this is sort of like a orangey, pinky, brown kind of color. It's so pretty. I love their glitter bombs like this. They do them almost every collection, and they are so, so fun. So that one on the swatch wheel we have right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats with a matte top coat. I think these are better glossy than they are matte, I will say. They do dry down kind of matte. It is, it just dried down naturally a little bit matte, but a glossy top coat will just gloss that right up. So here we have Fred, If You're Real, You Better Tell Me Right Now, in 1 coat, 3 coats, and 3 coats matte. Very, very pretty. Love this. Perfect for fall. It's a very nice transitional kind of fall color. Trying to see what I want to do. I think that's pretty close to color there. So fun. So this one is, Fred, if you're real, you better tell me right now. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Love. And that one over black is right here. And that just leaves all those glittery bits. You can see how glittery it is. On the black swatch wheel, I did use the glitter grabber from Apocalypse Polish Containment Facility and their glossy top coat on all of them, even like the creamy ones. I used it just for all of them because I had it out, so I was just doing it. So we can see how glittery that is. Look at that blurry shot. So fun. Leaves all that glitter behind. So here it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next we have our first thermal. This one's called You've Got Red on You. What they say about this one is, inspired by the repeated line from Shaun of the Dead, this is our ride or die zombie movie and we watch it every year. It was tempting to just make a full collection for this one. This thermal shifts from red to pale pink with red Aurora shimmer. Put some red on everything with this shade. If you haven't seen this movie and you can stomach some gore, do yourself a favor and watch this one this Halloween. So this has got that beautiful Aurora shimmer. I don't know if that's coming through. It's not like in your face shimmery. It's more of like, just kind of gives it a little bit of interest and a little bit of dimension. But here's that one on me. This is 3 coats with just the glossy top coat from Apocalypse. So you can see how down there at my cuticle, it's a little bit of a lighter pink. And then up there at the tip, it's a little bit of a darker pink. It does say it shifts from red, so the red is probably, I wouldn't call that red, maybe a pinky red, but I think it's more pink. But at the end, after we look at all of these, we have 2 thermals in this collection. So I will get some hot and cold water and we'll take a look at them with that too. See if that turns a little bit more red than it looks like on me right now. There's also some glow in the darks in this collection that we will look at with the black light after we get these all swatched up. So here we have You've Got Red on You in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. I think that's kind of fun, matte. So let's go in and put on a 3rd coat right here. So like I said, even though this does have shimmer in it, it really just adds just a little bit of interest. It doesn't really, it's not like in your face shimmery. To me, it looks a little bit more creamy than shimmery, but I mean, you can tell there's like there's just something that you can tell it's not just like a regular cream, but just so you know, it's not like in your face shimmery. Just adds that little bit of interest to it there. Love it. So here we have You've Got Red on You in 1 coat, 3 coats, and 3 coats matte. And that one over black, you can see a little bit more of the shimmer that way. It's a little bit patchy. Might have been how I applied it though. But that really makes it look kind of pinkish brown. It's kind of interesting, but you can kind of see the shimmer a little bit better, I think. I can see it better. But there we have 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And up next, this gorgeous, look how pretty this is. Look at that shimmer, those holographic glitter. Love this. This one's called Double Tap, and it is a glow in the dark. So like I said, at the end we'll go in and do the water and the glow in the dark things. But this is beautiful. Double Tap, this is what Apocalypse Polish has to say. Inspired by our second favorite zombie movie, which also gets watched every year, Zombieland. This accidentally pink shade is a peach base with red and pink holographic flakes with intense indigo shimmer and glows in the dark blue. In the movie, our main character has a list of rules that will keep you alive. Rule number 2 is double tap, and means that you better kill that zombie and then give him another hit for good measure. Our inspo for this was the imagery of a baseball bat splattered with zombie blood. Horrific or beautiful. We love this shade. I love this shade too. That's beautiful. Here's that one on me. This is 3 coats with a glossy top coat. Again, you may see your nail line through there even in 3 coats. If you hate that, where you could wear a blurring base, I kind of like it. I don't know. This is a very kind of ethereal. I know they're saying like horrific and blood and all that stuff. To me, it's a little bit of an ethereal kind of look. It's like that really kind of mauve-y pink, and then that indigo shimmer, and then all those red and pink holographic glitter bits or flakies. I love this one. I like it just how it is, even if I could see my nail line. Visible nail line doesn't bother me though. And here we have that one on the swatch wheel. We have it in 1 coat, 2 coats, and 3 coats with the matte top coat. And even with the matte top coat, it's very glowy. I like it. Let's go in and put on a 3rd coat. So here we have a double tap in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. I love this. I love, love, love that blue shimmer against that really pale pink base color. And then all that sparkle. I will take my swatch wheels outside tomorrow in the natural light and take a video of them out there too, so we can see what they look like in the sun and the shade outside. Love this one. This is beautiful. This is called Double Tap in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And we will look at that glow in the dark in just a little bit. And that one over black is right here. Look what that does. That leaves all that indigo blue shimmer and then the pink and red holographic glitter. I kind of like that. I like it. And just to show you, I don't think I've been showing you this. This is it on me in 3 coats with just a glossy top coat. I did not use a glitter grabber. And then this one here is on me in 3 coats. This also was 3 coats. This one is 3 coats. And this one is 3 coats. Did I show you this one? This one also is, this one's just 2 coats on me. This was nice and opaque and just 2 with a glossy top coat. All right, the last one in the dawn of the zombie portion is this pretty magnetic. Look at that shimmer. This one is called Train to Busan. And what Apocalypse Polish says about this, inspired by the movie of the same name, Train to Busan, this is a remarkable foreign film which takes place on a train. Zombies on a train, you guys, it's so good. We captured the magic here with a gray base, pink shimmer, and a silver holographic magnetic shimmer. We added a dash of regular silver magnetic, so if the silver holographic magnetic starts to fade, there is still that sparkle. 1 full-speed train on your nails with this punch of silver hollow and splashes of pink. Look at that. Gorgeous. So that one here is on my thumb. I did it in the velvet style on my thumb because I have it on the as a cat eye on the swatch wheel. So if we start, this is It's very silver. When you just look at it kind of head on here, very silver, but you do get those hints of that kind of purpley pink. Then lots of silver. I bet this is beautiful with the holographic outside in the sun. So I'll try and get that in the video tomorrow too. Here you can even see some of the holographic. You can see a little bit of that holographic flame there. But yeah, so it goes that purple, it's mostly silver, and then just a little bit of purple there too. So this one, as I move it around, you can really see the purple and stuff come out, but it's a little bit more subtle. And that one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat unmagnetized. This is 2 coats with the cat eye, and this is 3 coats unmagnetized with a matte top coat. Again, without magnetizing it, we'll look at it shiny. I'm going to put a 2nd coat here so we can see it shiny. When it's matte, it's very silver, and then just like a sheen kind of that pinky purple. Let's go in and put on a 3rd coat here with the cat eye. And that just deepens that up very nicely and gets that line really popping out. Apocalypse Polish does magnetics really, really well. It gives you just a couple seconds if you need to move the magnet around a little bit to get it right where you need it. It will move with that and react to that in a good way. I'm loving that purple background. And then, does it have a pink shimmer? Yeah, gray base, pink shimmer, and silver holographic magnetic shimmer. So I'm kind of loving that. They say it's a gray base, but once you do the magnet, it looks very purple. It's gorgeous. Love this one. All right, and I'm going to put on a 2nd coat here and not magnetize it. So here we have Train to Busan. This is 2 coats unmagnetized, 3 coats with that cat eye, and 3 coats unmagnetized matte. This is sparkly, it's pretty, even unmagnetized there. It's very gray, but you do get just little hints of that kind of pinkish purple. But here with the magnet, with the cat eye, I think I like that better than the velvet. I don't know, I do like the velvet too though. It's a little bit more subtle in the velvet style. With the cat eye though, you can really see that. I bet that'll be pretty out in the sun also. We'll look for the holographic properties to come out when we're out in the sun tomorrow. So this one is Train to Busan in 2 coats unmagnetized, 3 coats with the cat eye, and 3 coats unmagnetized matte. Love this one. And I don't know if you can see, I don't think I can get it all in there for you, but here it is in the velvet. All right, so those 5 polishes were called the Dawn of the Zombies. And to let you know a little bit about pricing, all the individual polishes are $13.50 each. They're gonna have lots of different kind of bundles. Bundles galore here with the zombies. So these 5, we had this pretty brown with the blue and green flakes, this gorgeous glitter bomb, the thermal that we're gonna take a look at in a little bit, this beautiful glowy ethereal light pink with that beautiful blue shimmer and the red and pink holographic glitter, and then the magnetic, the silvery magnetic. So these 5 are considered the Dawn of the Zombie. So you can get them for $13.50 individually. There will be a Dawn of the Zombie bundle where you can get all 5 of these for $60. So you can watch for that if you like all of them. And we're going to talk about more bundles. There's more bundles too. but that's just the bundle for these 5. So individually, $13.50. You can get all 5 of these as the Dawn of the Zombie bundle for $60. All right. Now we are going to, oh, I didn't show that last one, over black, the magnetic over black. Here I have it in just 1 coat, and I did do the cat eye, but I never hold it long enough, so it's not as strong as it could be. And plus, I think the cat eye gets better with more coats. But here it is, 1 coat with the cat eye magnet, and this is 1 coat unmagnetized. And they both do have, I put the containment facility, the glitter smoother, and a glossy top coat. Even though it doesn't need this glitter smoother, I just had it out for some of the other ones, so I just put it on all of them. You can also, I mean, glitter smoother top coats, like I said, they're just a little bit thicker than a regular top coat, so you can use them over any polish. I sometimes will just use it on a regular manicure, even though it's not needed, because it really does plump everything up and just adds a little bit more just plumpness and, I don't know. I just like it. So I do that sometimes anyway. And then a glossy, you always want to use a glossy top coat on top of it though. And here was that last polish. What was that one called? Train de Busan. Here's that one. The black is on the bottom. So 3 coats magnetized cat eye by itself on top, and 2 coats unmagnetized on top, and then 1 coat over the black on the bottom there. All right, so that was the first 5. So the second part of this 10-piece collection, they are considering the Night of the Zombies. And this is, the night half takes place primarily at night. So we are going to start with this one. Look at those fun circle glitter. Look at that kind of greenish shimmer. This one's called Night of the Living Dead. This is a thermal and a glow in the dark. So we will look at both of those things here at the end. So Night of the Living Dead, this is what Apocalypse Polish has to say. Inspired by the 1968 movie that has been attributed as the birth of the zombie franchise Night of the Living Dead. The original movie is in black and white, but we decided to add color to ours. This green when warm to orange when cold thermal has brown to green shimmer and a variety of green, orange, and red circular glitters and glows in the dark green. Like the original movie, you don't have to love the shade to appreciate its zombiness. This is so fun. Loving that shimmer. I love circle glitter. All right, so here's this one on me. Look how green it is. So this is obviously the warm state, because I am always warm these days. So there you can kind of see warm on me and cold in the bottle. This is so fun, but we'll look at it with water so you can see what it would look like when it's like how it's supposed to be. My nail is very short too, so I don't have very much free edge there. But this is so fun. Look at those glitter, look at that shimmer. This is 3 coats. And on this hand, I did use the glitter grabber and the glossy top coat. So I used both the containment facility and the End of the World glossy top coat from Apocalypse. So fun. 3 coats with the glitter grabber and a glossy top coat. And that one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat. This is 2 coats. This is 3 coats with a matte top coat. You can see even my hand is turning this. So it's sort of a peachy brown. What does it say? Orange. They say it's orange. To my eye, it looks a little peachy brown when it is in the cold state. Then it turns to that really bright green there. Let's go in and put on a 3rd coat. So you can see the glitter comes out pretty well, distributes nicely. So here we have Night of the Living Dead in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. See, I can probably get this to change just with my finger. Yeah, you can see it starting to change there. All right, but this is mostly the cold state. So yeah, like I said, it's sort of just like a peachy brownish kind of color when it's cold. A little peachy brownish. But then it turns into this beautiful bright green, and those glitter, so fun. I should have put this on a longer nail so we could see the thermal in action a little bit better, because that's like my shortest nail I think I have. But here we have Night of the Living Dead in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Even with that matte top coat, that's really fun. It also does dry down a little bit matte. I think thermals usually do, but it does dry down just a little bit matte. And one more look, there it is on me in 3 coats with a glitter grabber and a glossy top coat. I don't think you need the glitter grabber. You might need it because those little round glitters might stick up a little bit, so you may need a glitter grabber. And that one over black is right here. That leaves all this green shimmer, and then you can still see a few little glitter came out. So here's that one, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. Very fun. Kind of like it. It's kind of an unusual color, but I'm kind of digging it. I like it. And then up next, look at this. This one is called No Strain, No Gain. And Apocalypse Polish says, inspired by the Resident Evil franchise, these games are known for always rolling out a new strain of virus and is the bloodiest influence and shade in our lineup. This red jelly has a variety of red and black flakes with red and black holographic flakes. Andy is a huge fan of Resident Evil, and this is his personal favorite of the lineup. Classic zombie violence captured within. It does kind of look like zombie guts. In the best beautiful way. Here it is on me in 3 coats with the glitter grabber and a glossy top coat. I'm kind of loving this one too. That is fun. I love the really brightness of the red background and then the black flakes that just sort of pop out, but then you also get some shiny red flakes in there too. I don't know if all that's coming through here, but yeah, this is fun. And that one on the swatch wheel, we have right here in 1 coat. This is 2 coats. This is 3 coats with a matte top coat. There, you can see it matte. This one also, the black flakes are a little bit thick, so you will want a glitter grabber with this one. Let's go in and put on our 3rd coat. So this also is a jelly formula. The red is a jelly. So again, you may see nail line even at 3 coats. Again, my nail is so short, it's hard to tell, but just knowing that it's a jelly formula, you may still see your nail line. So you may want either a coordinating red or a blurring base. Although I think polishes like this that are so full of all this fun glitter and everything, I think it's kind of okay to have your nail line show. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm loving this one. You get those really bright red glitter, and it's sort of like what do they call them? Like pond. It's almost like a jelly sandwich, where you have the jelly and then you have the glitter and then you have jelly on top. And it's sort of like that because all those glitter with each coat just get, you know, buried and then put another layer of the red jelly on top. So it's almost like 3-dimensional. You can see all the different glitter, like all the coats. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think I'm explaining it well. But anyway, love this one. It's very dimensional. I love the shiny little red glitter, and then the black flakes are a little bit more matte. I think that's really, really fun. And here it is on me in 3 coats with a glossy top coat and a glitter grabber. And this one is no strain, no gain. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And that one over black is actually kind of pretty. It hides all the black flakes for the most part and just leaves all of that red glitter. It's very shiny. And again, I did use a glitter grabber on this black swatch wheel and a glossy top coat. So I'm kind of liking that over the black. It gives it a very different look. There it is, 3 coats on its own, and then the 1 coat over black. Very different look. I like it both ways. I like it this way the best probably, but it's really fun over the black too. All right, up next, we have a beautiful multi-chrome. This one is called 28 Shades Later. And Apocalypse Polish says, this shimmer multi-chrome is inspired by the movie 28 Days Later. This one shifts between multiple colors, including mauve, brown, red, pink, blue, and has a shimmer that shifts between blue and green. Why have just 1 shade on your nails when you can have 28? 28 Days Later has a zombie type that does not require a bite to change you, and even minor contact will turn you into a zombie in literal seconds. This zombie type is unique in part because the zombie is driven by rage and has incredible speed, whereas most zombies just want brains and sorry. Whereas most zombies just want brains and sort of shuffle around. This is beautiful. So pretty. 28 Shades Later. That one on me is right here in 3 coats and I put the glitter grabber on this one too in the glossy top coat. It doesn't need a glitter grabber, but again, I just think that it plumps it up a little bit more. So like I said, I like doing that sometimes. I think I got a black flaky on there from the polish next door, so ignore that, but this is beautiful. It does go on a little bit mauve-y. If we look at this on the swatch wheel, we have it here in 1 coat, 2 coats, and 3 coats matte. So that first coat is a little bit mauve-y, a little bit browny mauve, and then it starts to really build up in the second coat. I think I'm gonna like this one better shiny rather than matte, but it is kind of fun there, matte too. You do still get some of the shifts and everything going through. Let's put on our 3rd coat. All right, so here we have 28 Shades Later. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. This is really shifty. I don't know if it's coming through. Like up here, I'm getting like almost a really bright pink. You're just seeing the shimmer, I think, but I'm seeing like a really bright pink. And then it goes down, and then we're starting to pick up that blue-green shimmer. This is fun. Very, very fun. Here's that one on me in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. This one might have been okay in 2. I can't remember. I can't remember if I needed the 3rd coat or if I just did it. This one is 28 Shades Later in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Love, love, love. So pretty. And that one over black is right here. And multi-chromes almost always look good over black. It really shows off the shifts a little bit more. We got purple, we got blues and greens. Really fun. And here's that one, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And we got 2 more to go, and then the special guest shade that will be a preview to the next collection, and the thermals and the black lights. Okay, up next, this gorgeous one. This one's called the Walking Bread. Apocalypse Polish says, inspired by The Walking Dead, also known as a franchise that never dies, and also whole wheat bread. This is a... These two make me giggle all the time. This is a unique take on zombies because everyone is destined to be one, but they don't turn until they actually die. Hence, the dead are walking around. This bronzy green shimmer has orange to green micro flake shimmer and silver holographic flakes. And don't worry, this delectable shade is gluten-free. Here it is on me in 3 coats with the glitter grabber and a glossy top coat. Kind of like this one, so it's kind of murky. Let's see. It's kind of brownish and greenish. What do they say? Bronzy green. Yeah. So kind of brownish, kind of greenish. You got those holographic flakes coming through. And orange and green micro flake shimmer. That's fun. That one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. I think this one would have been okay in 2 coats also. I just did the 3rd coat because I was doing 3 coats of everything else, so. Look how fun this is. This is pretty. It's sort of taupey and it's a little bit gray and it's a little bit green and a little bit brown. There's a lot of stuff going on in this one. Love it. Let's put on our 3rd coat. I think you'd be okay with 2. Oh, I don't know if I showed you their brush either. Nice wide rounded paddle brush. Very nice brushes. All right, so here we have the Walking Bread. Here it is, 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. I love this one. There's that holographic flakes. This will be pretty out in the sun too. I like this one both matte or glossy. I like it both ways. This is a good one. This one's called the Walking Bread, and I love the name. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And that one over black is right here. That leaves behind a lot more of the orange and green flakes, and probably some holographic glitter too that we can't really see under these lights, but that really lets the orange come out a little bit more than on it. You can see the orange on its own, but a little bit pops a little bit more there over the black. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. Love. And there's that one on me in 3 coats with a glitter grabber and a glossy top coat. I don't think you would need the glitter grabber. Up next, I love this one. Look at that blurry shot. Oh, love, love, love. This one is the namesake, Shaun of the Deadland. Apocalypse Polish says, the titular shade of our Shaun of the Deadland collection. This glitter bomb has purple, black, brown, and orange holographic glitter set in a clear base. Halloweeny magic in a bottle. Yes, please. Look at that. Oh, so good. So, so good. Got that one here on my thumb. I just did 2 coats. You could almost do just 1 coat, actually. But I did 2 coats, and I did use the glitter grabber, which I think you would need, and a glossy top coat. This is so pretty. Love that shade of purple. Love all the different color glitters sparkling through there. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, love it. That one on the swatch wheel. This one also dries down a little bit more matte. Here it is in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats with the actual matte top coat. Kind of like that too, but this absolutely will win sparkly. But it is kind of fun there. It really makes it look kind of bronzy, kind of orange and bronze is kind of all you're seeing with the matte top coat. A little bit of gold maybe. Love, love, love. Let's put on a 3rd coat. I don't think you would need it, but I do think you would want the glitter grabber. So here is Shaun of the Deadland. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Love, love, love. This would be my top pick. I love so many of these. I love all things Apocalypse though. I have a whole playlist. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Here on YouTube, if you go to my profile here, you can look for a playlist of all the Apocalypse Polishes videos that I have done. If there's anything that's on their website that you want to see, more than likely, unless it's brand new, I probably have it. This is so good. There it is on me in just 2 coats with a glossy top coat. And this one is Shaun of the Deadland. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. I do like this both glossy or matte, but glossy definitely wins if I had to choose. But it's really kind of fun with that matte top coat too. Can't wait to see this one outside in the sun. So good. And here it is over black. I think it's pretty similar, probably 1 coat over black. Let's see. Yeah, it may be just a little bit brighter. Let's see if it's on me. It's a little bit like darker or something with that black, but gorgeous. Love, 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 love. All right, so these 5 polishes here that we just went over, this a thermal that's also gonna glow in the dark, the red and black one, the multi-chrome, this pretty kind of bronzy greeny kind of thing, and that beautiful purple, love. These 5 are considered the Night of the Zombies collection, or Night of the Zombies portion of this collection. So you can buy all, these are also $13.50 individually, or you can buy all 5 of these under the Night of the Zombie bundle for $60 also, just like the last one. You just have 5 of them considered Dawn of the Zombies and 5 of them Night of the Zombies. Or, so those, each of those 5 polishes, if you get the bundle, is $60. Or you can get all 10 polishes, all of them, the day and the nights. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can see. So you can get all of the days, all 5, and all of the nights, all 5. That is called Shaun of the Deadland Collection. There will be a bundle that gives you all 10 shades from Shaun of Deadland, and that would be $115. And remember, they're $13.50 each. The Shaun of the Deadland collection for $115 will come with the guest shade, which is a preview of their next collection, which I'm going to show you at the end of this video. They also have remember at the beginning I said that they have 3 cuticle oils coming out also, which I don't have to show you. Those are $10 each individually, the cuticle oils, or they do have a cuticle oil bundle of all 3 of them for $25, or you can get all 10 polishes plus the 3 cuticle oils, all of it, everything, for $135. So that's 10 polishes and 3 cuticle oils, $135. Just the 10 polishes is $115. You can get 5 of them, the nighttime ones or the daytime ones, for $60 each for those 2 bundles, or $13.50 individually. Okay, so let me go get some water. We're gonna look at some blacklight stuff, we're gonna look at some thermals, and then we're gonna look at the guest shade, the special guest shade that will come with those collection bundles, and then we'll be done. I'll be right back. All right, got my hot and cold water here. So we're gonna start with this pink one, which was, You've Got Red on You. So right now, I think this is probably the cold state here, but let's see. Dip it in the cold water. Ooh, it does get very dark. Okay, that could be like a corally red. That's pretty. And we put it in the all warm water. It gets very light pink. That's really pretty. There it is, all warm. Yeah, that's a much better transition than what it was showing on me. It wasn't quite cold enough in here to get it to that really pretty corally pink. Gorgeous. So here it is, all warm. You can see how reactive these are too, like just one little dunk and it turns. One little dunk and it turns. So here it is. Let's see if we can get you. Here is You've Got Red on You. And this was 3 coats with a glossy top coat. Very, very fun. And then the other thermal that we had in this collection is this one, Night of the Living Dead. So here it is on me. It's kind of an in-between hot and cold, very prugly kind of color like that. Let's get it all cold. It turns that kind of peachy brown, and we get it all warm, and it's that really bright green. Look how pretty that is. Love that. And my nail is very short, but here it is, half and half. And this one is Night of the Living Dead. This one also will glow in the dark. We're going to take a look at that here in just a second. And this also was 3 coats. This did have a glitter grabber and a glossy top coat. Very, very fun. Love that. Love the circle glitters in that one too. Let me turn off some lights and we are going to look at some glow in the dark action. So here are the 2 glow in the dark ones. We have Double Tap, which was that really pretty like light pink with the red and pink glitter and that indigo shimmer. And then this one, which was the thermal that we just looked at. Look at how the glitter glow too. This one is Night of the Living Dead, which was that kind of orange to green thermal. So let's see. Here they are. So Double Tap should glow blue and Night of the Living Dead should glow green. So here they are. There it is on there's Double Tap on my pinky. So fun. That is definitely glowing blue. That is like really eerie in person. I don't think it's coming across as blue on the camera, but it's definitely like an eerie blue. Love it. Love, love, love that. And here is Night of the Living Dead. And there it is on my index finger of my right hand. And that is definitely like a greenish color glow, yeah. Love, so fun. And I also just wanted to show you these 2. I don't know if I can show it, let's see. Maybe I can show it on my nail better. This one here, which is that first glitter bomb, what was this called? Oh, Fred, if you're real, you better tell me right now. So the glitter in this one is Blacklight Reactive. It doesn't glow in the dark, but look at how it pops out there under the black light. I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, but this was very, very fun. You can see all those, some of the glitter really pop out under black light. And then this one also is very much black light reactive. This one was no strain, no gain. And that's definitely black light reactive. It doesn't glow in the dark. You can see it doesn't glow, but it is definitely black light reactive. So fun. Love that one where the glitter pops out. All right. Very fun. Okay, let me turn some lights on. Last thing we have to look at. If you want to be surprised, if you're going to get the whole collection and you want to be surprised of what the next special guest shade is, this one will come as a free gift if you buy the full collection bundles. Otherwise, it will be up for individual sale closer to when this next collection comes out. I'm not sure. I would guess sometime in November probably. So if you don't want to see what the upcoming special guest shade is, which is a preview of what their next collection is going to be, turn away now. I saved this to the very end so that I wouldn't spoil anybody's surprise. But here it comes. You can come back after you see me because this is going to be the last thing I do before I turn the camera around. So fast forward till you see me again if you want to be surprised by the special guest shade. But here it is. So pretty. This one is called I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. I don't have, do I have a description on this? Hold on, maybe I do. Oh, I do. Let's see. All right, so this is the special guest shade for our Black Friday collection. So they're gonna have a new collection on Black Friday. So this is a glimpse into what that collection might be. All right, Apocalypse Polish says, this one is very special. This is a white and baby blue glitter shade with blue to purple iridescent flakes and white zombie skull glitter. Fun. This can be a topper or a standalone shade, but you will want a peel off base coat and glitter grabber. It will dry very matte. This is beautiful. It looks like a snowy, snowy day with zombie heads. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one. Let's put that here on this swatch wheel. I haven't even done it because I just opened it here with you. Oh, I love those bright kind of blue-green sparkles in there. Oh, there's a zombie head. There's another one, so they come out quite easily. All right, so here it is just in one coat. You can see I got two zombie heads, but I am loving, this is so sparkly and it has like this blue, like electric blue almost, little glitter bits, and then it looks like white matte. What did she say? White and baby blue glitter. Okay, there you go. That looks so pretty. All right, let's see. I don't want to waste all the zombie heads, so I'm going to put that one back. But you saw I got another one, so they do come out quite easily. So fun. Let's see. I'm going to put this over this one. Oh, there's another zombie. I love that they call those zombie heads with a I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas polish. There it is, just one coat over that pretty thermal. I am loving, loving, loving those. I don't know if you are seeing them, but there is like this electric blue glittery glitter in there. And I'm living for it. I'm loving that. Oh, Ruby says hi. She says, I've been taping way too long. It's time for her to get some attention. Let's see. There it is over that first brown one that we did. Can you see those blue? There's also green, but those like electric blue glitter just pop out. They're like sapphire blue almost. What else can I put this one over? Let's put it over this multi-chrome one. Oh, that's fun. This is a very, very fun. They did say you could wear it on its own, but I think it'll be best as a topper. But it's hard to tell, really. It's hard to, oh, I can put it over black. Let's put it over this black swatch wheel. Well, maybe if you built this up, it might fill in well enough that you could wear it on its own. That would be very pretty. Look at those blue glitter though. Oh my gosh, I'm loving those. So there's just one coat over black. Love, love, love this one. Little bitty white, looks like almost matte glitter maybe. And then those blue sparkly ones, love. And then the zombie heads, because we can't have a white Christmas without zombies with apocalypse polish. I kind of like it over that brown too. That's pretty. I like it over the multi-chrome one too. Very, very fun. So this, the only way you can get this in the beginning is the first 2 weeks after launch. If you buy the whole collection, you will get this as a free gift with the whole collection bundle listing. Otherwise, closer to Black Friday, you'll be able to buy this on its own for $13.50, but it's not up for individual sale until the next collection comes out. So you'll have to remember, if you're not getting this whole collection on of the Deadland, then you'll have to remember that you want this next time. That's gorgeous, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around and we are going to finish this up. All right, everybody, I warned you this was gonna be a long video, and it was. I just love talking about Apocalypse Polish. I love them so, so much. So first thing I wanna do is say this was a Gitd PR video. These were all sent to me as Gitd PR, including the base coat, top coat, and glitter grabber that I showed you very quickly that I used during this video. All of that was sent to me as Gitd PR. Even though it's Gitd PR, all thoughts, views, and opinions are always my own. And the next thing I want to say is a huge shout out to Apocalypse Annie and Apocalypse Andy for sending these to me. I appreciate you both so much. Love this collection. Love, love, love. My very, very top pick is that purple. This is the namesake. Shaun of the Deadland. Love. But I love every single one of them, even this kind of prugly thermal. And, but yeah, no, I love the whole collection. So, so fun. Perfect for the theme. And I love your descriptions. You had me giggling throughout, trying to read those to everybody. But anyway, I would love to hear from any of you in the comments. Let me know whatever is on your mind. What did you think of any of these colors? Are you gonna pick any of them up? What do you think of Apocalypse Polish? I'd love to hear. I'm a huge, huge fan, of course. But Remember, I'm going to have their website, apocalypsepolish.com, their Facebook fan group, Apocalypse Polish Appreciators, and their Instagram page, Apocalypse Polish. I will have all three of those things linked in the description box of this video. I also have that referral code if you are brand new to Apocalypse Polish and have never even set up an account on their website. That's the only way this will work. If you click through the referral link in the description box, it will take you to the Apocalypse Polish website where you can set up an account, and it will send you a $5 off coupon to use on a future purchase. I also will get a small benefit if you do that. And I want to thank everybody who has done that already. If you are watching, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you all. But that is all that I have. This has been such a long video. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. And I'm just gonna let you go because I know it's been forever. So thank you so much. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me. Love to hear from you in the comments. And I'm just gonna say, stay tuned after my goodbye, and I'll take my swatch wheels outside tomorrow in the natural light so you can see what they look like out there. And now I'm just gonna say goodbye for now. I almost forgot to show you, I put on a special shirt for the Zombie-fied collection here. I have on a nail polish zombie shirt. Well, that's what I'm gonna call it anyway. Has little nail polish bottles there. I thought that was fun. I just wanted to show it to you all.